Imagine that inside you lies a dormant dragon, not a fairy tale creature, but a powerful current of energy waiting to stir. This dragon is your hidden reservoir of strength and clarity, ready to awaken when you learn to connect with it. In many ancient traditions, especially Taoist teaching, this energy center in your lower belly was regarded as a sacred flame. When tended correctly, it can light up your mind, enliven your body, and lift your spirit to new horizons. Today, most of us skim through life unaware of such inner resources. Yet this practice, often called the dragon's breath in Taoist lore, combines mindful breathing, simple visualization, and gentle focus to awaken that vital fire. It was once passed down carefully from teacher to student because misused energy can cause discomfort. Now, in our busy era, we reclaim it as an everyday tool, safe, accessible, and transformative. Let's explore what it means, how it works, and how you can make it part of your daily life. Rediscovering an ancient center. Long ago, sages in China looked at the human body not as isolated flesh, but as a living mirror of the wider universe's rhythms. They spoke of two complementary forces, heaven and earth, yin and yang, flowing through us. At the heart of that flow lies an alchemical cauldron, about 3 finger widths below the navel, the lower dantian. In simple terms, it's the place where vital energy gathers, refines, and then spreads to nourish every organ and cell. Taoist texts say that when the dantian's fire is kindled and regulated, it supports health, mental clarity, and even a deeper sense of connection beyond ordinary awareness. Over time, and with patience, practitioners sensed a warming glow there, a subtle vibration or tingling that indicated the energy was alive. They called this rising energy the jade pearl, a sphere of light that could travel up and down the central channel of the body, what later traditions named the microcosmic orbit, bringing balance and vitality. For centuries, such practices were taught selectively. First basic breathing, then gentle visualization, then guiding the energy through the body. Only after a student demonstrated steadiness and respect did teachers introduce more advanced methods. In modern life, we often lack that mentorship, but with care and common sense, we can reintroduce core elements safely. Breathing deeply, imagining warmth, and staying aware of sensations. Let's break down how. Awakening the lower center through breath. At its heart, this is about restoring natural, deep breathing and turning attention inward. Most of us breathe shallowly. Quick inhales in the chest, hurried exhales, feeding tension and stress. Instead, we learn to breathe into the belly, activating the diaphragm, massaging internal organs, and gathering energy in the lower dantian. Deep, gentle breathing. Sit or stand in a relaxed posture. Inhale slowly through the nose for around 4 to 6 seconds, feeling your abdomen expand outward like a gentle balloon. Don't force it. Let the movement be natural. Then, exhale softly through the nose or slightly parted lips over 6 to 8 seconds, allowing your belly to fall. A longer exhale encourages calm, and signals your nervous system to relax. Over a few breaths, you'll notice your mind settling and a subtle warmth in the lower belly. Inner visualization. As you breathe, imagine a soft glow or small sun nestled in your lower abdomen. With each inhale, see it brighten and grow gently. With each exhale, picture it condensing, warming, and becoming more alive, like molten gold in an inner crucible. The breath fuels it. Your intention is the flame. Keep this image simple. A warm, steady light in your belly. Gentle seal. At the end of each inhale, you can include a very light, natural contraction of the pelvic floor muscles, sometimes called the lower seal. This is not forceful or tense, just a subtle lift, as if you're lightly drawing energy inward. On the exhale, release. This action helps contain and gather the energy, preventing it from scattering. If at any point you feel discomfort, simply ease off. The idea is gentle support, not strain. As you repeat this cycle, even 5 to 10 minutes daily, you create a habit of returning to your center. You may begin to feel warmth, tingling, or a mild vibration in the lower belly. That is a sign the inner flame is waking. Celebrate it quietly. Resist chasing it. Let it grow steadily, guiding the energy, the inner circuit. Once you feel that warmth and steadiness, the next step is learning to move that energy so it nourishes the whole body. In Taoist teaching, this is often called opening the microcosmic orbit. A gentle circulation from the lower center up the spine and down the front of the body. You don't need elaborate rituals, rather, a simple, mindful approach. 1. Tongue connection. Rest the tip of your tongue lightly against the roof of your mouth, just behind the front teeth. This subtle posture creates an energetic circuit, allowing the flow to go uninterrupted between front and back. It feels odd at first, but it's gentle and natural once you try. 2. Rising with the breath. After establishing the glow in the lower belly, inhale with the same deep, relaxed pattern, and imagine that warm light moving upward along your spine. Visualize it passing each region: sacrum, lower back, middle back, base of the skull, finally reaching the crown. Picture it as a thread of light or soft warmth traveling upward, releasing tension in each area. The inhale supports the ascent. 3. Descending with the exhale. As you exhale, guide that same glow gently down the front of your body, from the crown to the forehead, between the eyebrows, down through the throat, chest, solar plexus, and back to the lower belly. Sense it sealing in place, completing a circuit. Keep the movement smooth, like tracing a circle of warmth inside. 4. Steady rhythm. Aim for a balanced pace, perhaps 4 to 6 seconds inhale, upward, 6 to 8 seconds exhale, downward. Adjust to what feels comfortable. The key is calm steadiness, not speed or force. Over time, this circulating feeling may become more tangible, a flowing warmth or vibration moving in a loop. That indicates energy is nourishing glands, organs, and mind. If you ever feel excessive heat, dizziness, or discomfort, pause and return to simple belly breathing without visualization. Always respect your body's signals. Gradual, consistent practice, 10 minutes daily, is more effective than occasional long sessions. Integrating the practice into everyday life. True benefit arises when this awareness extends beyond formal sessions, carrying a sense of connection to your center throughout daily activities. Think of the practice as planting seeds that grow over time, not a quick fix. A few guiding attitudes would help. A miman patience, like tending a field. Cultivating inner energy is like farming. If you water too little, plants wilt. If you flood them, roots rot. Similarly, resist impatience or unrealistic expectations. Dedicate a small, regular window each day, perhaps morning or before sleep, for the breathing practice. Notice subtle shifts over weeks and months, rather than seeking dramatic overnight changes. Softness and fluidity. Water flows without force. Let your breath and mind adopt that ease. If you feel tension or strain, ease off. Keep the mental tone gentle. Imagine the inner flame as a nurturing warmth, not a raging inferno. A light, joyful attitude invites energy to move freely. Mental rigidity blocks it. Respect your whole self. Your body is the vessel for this energy. Support it with good posture, balanced nutrition, adequate rest, and movement that feels nourishing. Avoid habits that drain, chronic stress, poor sleep, excessive stimulation. When you care for the body and mind, the practice gains a sturdy foundation. Presence in daily moments. Whenever you pause at a stoplight, wash dishes, or sit at your desk, bring a few breaths into the belly. Even a momentary return to that gentle expansion and a brief awareness of warmth in the lower center keeps the connection alive. This ongoing thread of presence transforms routine into a subtle energy practice. Emotional balance. Notice emotions without judgment. If anxious or upset, use a few breaths to ground in the belly, inviting calm. The inner flame, when nurtured, supports emotional stability. Yet don't force emotions away. Simply observe, breathe, and return to center. Over time, this living awareness becomes an ally, a quiet anchor through stress, a source of steady vitality, and a reminder of your deeper wholeness. Benefits you may notice. With steady, respectful practice, you might experience physical vitality, better digestion, as the diaphragm movement massages organs, stronger core tone, improved circulation, a gentle boost to immunity. You may feel steadier in movement and notice more energy during the day. Mental clarity, regular focus on breath, and inner sensation calms habitual mental chatter. Decisions feel clearer. Creative insights may arise, and sustained concentration becomes easier. Emotional stability, a calm nervous response to stress, an easier ability to let go of worry, and a more balanced mood. The practice cultivates a sense of inner refuge. You learn you can return to your center. Heightened sensitivity, a subtle awareness of bodily cues, hunger, fatigue, tension, and an intuitive sense of what you need. Some describe a gentle magnetism or presence that others notice. Deeper connection. Beyond personal benefits, you may sense a closer tie to natural rhythms, day and night cycles, seasonal changes, or a feeling of being part of something larger. This can foster gratitude and a sense of belonging. None of these need to arrive all at once. Small shifts, feeling less rushed, sleeping more deeply, noticing calmer responses, are signs to appreciate. The dragon's fire is not about dramatic feats, but a steady transformation from within. Gentle warnings and best practices. Because this teaching originally traveled in careful steps, keep these guidelines in mind. Listen to your body. If you ever feel dizzy, overheated, or uneasy, pause. Return to simple, relaxed breathing. There's no rush. Your inner flame should feel nurturing, not scorching. If something feels off, lighten the practice or rest for the day. Avoid overexertion. The subtle contraction of the pelvic floor is minimal, just a mild lift, never forceful. Breathing remains relaxed. Forcing breaths deep in a tense way defeats the purpose. Always prioritize ease over intensity. Consistency over quantity. 10 minutes each day builds momentum. Skipping weeks and then doing an hour may cause discomfort. Steady, gentle commitment yields lasting results. Mindful attitude. Approach practice with curiosity and kindness toward yourself. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back. If your belly doesn't feel warmth yet, that's fine. Keep returning to the breath. The attitude of openness nourishes progress. Supportive lifestyle. Align your daily habits. Sleep, diet, moderate movement, stress management to support the energy you cultivate. Think of practice and lifestyle as partners. Each reinforces the other. Seek guidance if needed. If you have serious health concerns, cardiovascular issues, check with a healthcare professional before deepening breath practices. You can start gently, but it's wise to be attentive if there are specific medical conditions. A few core anchors, not a lengthy list. Rather than enumerating many steps, keep these simple anchors in mind as you weave the practice into life. 1. Breath into the belly. Return to this whenever you can. It's the foundation. 2. Kind visualization. Imagine a gentle glow in your lower center, growing with each inhale, grounding with each exhale. 3. Smooth circulation. When ready, guide that glow up the spine and down the front, with relaxed tongue posture and steady rhythm. 4. Ease and patience. Let progress unfold naturally. Avoid force or hurry. 5. Daily presence. Carry a thread of this awareness into your routine activities, so the inner flame stays alive beyond formal sessions. These anchors sum up the essence. They aren't rigid rules, but reminders to cultivate warmth, focus, and care, bringing it all together. As you practice, you may recall moments when, without noticing, you gently rubbed the base of your skull, or paused in deep thought and felt a subtle inner shift. Those moments hint at the same inner alchemy at work. Now, you have language and a method to support it consciously. Begin each session simply. Settle your posture. Breathe into your belly. Picture a soft inner light, and perhaps feel a mild lift in your pelvic floor. Notice whatever arises: warmth, slight tingling, or sometimes nothing obvious at first. That's okay. Over days and weeks, small signs accumulate. When you feel ready, guide the warmth upward on the inhale, downward on the exhale, tracing an invisible circuit. Keep a calm mind. Treat any sensations with respect, not expectation. Outside formal practice, a brief breath into the belly before a meeting, while walking or during breaks helps anchor you. Over time, this cultivates resilience. Stress may pass more easily, clarity may come faster, and a gentle sense of vitality can underlie daily life. In this way, the dragon's breath becomes not an exotic secret, but a living habit. A personal sanctuary you carry within, a living path, not a destination. Awakening and tending this inner fire is less about reaching a goal and more about participating in a continual unfolding. There's no final peak to conquer. Rather, you learn to dance with your own energy, listening and responding with care. Some days, the glow may feel vivid. Other days, subtle. Both are part of the journey. The practice invites humility. You realize that true power resides quietly at your core, shaped by breath and attention rather than external achievements. As you grow in this practice, you may feel inspired to explore related exercises, gentle movement, mindful walking, or studying traditional writings. But even if you never delve further, the simple breath-centered approach can stand on its own as a potent ally, a source of steadiness, warmth, and connection, an invitation to inner mastery. This teaching was not intended for self-aggrandizement, but harmony. The dragon within is not a force to wield selfishly, but a guide to living with presence, vitality, and balanced strength. Each conscious breath into your belly is a reminder you are rooted in the body, yet connected to a wider flow. You nourish yourself from the inside out and, by extension, radiate calm and clarity to those around you. If this resonates, share it gently with others who might benefit. Encourage friends to explore it modestly, reminding them that patience and simplicity are key. Over time, small ripples of internal balance can spread outward, fostering healthier minds and bodies in your circle. Simple steps to begin today. Find a quiet moment. Even 2 minutes sitting comfortably can start the habit. Breathe into your belly. Notice natural expansion and release. Imagine warmth. Picture a soft glow in the lower abdomen. Observe without judging. If nothing special arises, simply note it and return tomorrow. Be consistent. Aim for a few minutes daily. Let it grow gradually. As you settle into this pattern, consider adding the gentle circuit when you feel ready. Tongue resting lightly on the roof of the mouth, guiding warmth up the spine and down the front. Keep each session easy and affectionate toward yourself. Closing reflections. There's a profound beauty in rediscovering ancient wisdom, simplified for our times. This dragon's breath practice invites you to remember something you always carried, a spark in your belly that, when nurtured, brings steadiness, clarity, and a sense of coherence between body and mind. It asks little, just a few mindful breaths each day, and gives much. A steady companion through life's ups and downs. May you approach this practice with gentle curiosity, honoring your pace and respecting your inner signals. Over days and weeks, subtle transformations can accumulate. More ease in movement, calmer responses to challenge, brighter mental clarity, and a stable inner warmth that supports everything you do. In time, you may find that this awakened flame anchors you in presence, guiding your actions from a place of centered awareness. Thank you for exploring this path. Breathe deeply, feel the spark, and let the inner dragon unfold in its own time. The journey is yours to live moment by moment, breath by breath. May your inner fire illuminate each day with vitality, peace, and openness. See you on this path of awakening, one breath, one moment at a time.